What's up guys, Chris via Travels, back down here in Richmond. I'm about to take the Monet Immersive Experience. Yeah, an exhibit showing off the work of French artist Claude Monet. I'll tell you, tickets are $35, actually $40 with the service fee. And yeah, check this place out. Start things off with a photo op. And I'll let you know we're in Short Pump, in the same building as the Van Gogh exhibit from last year. And yeah, unfortunately this exhibit ends this month. But yeah, going to be kind of a shorter video. Just wanted to walk you through the museum, show you the displays, and of course his artwork. Born 1840 in Paris, purchased Giverny in 1890, and passed away in 1926. Monet is the founder and most prolific practitioner of Impressionism, most famous for his landscape paintings and his water lilies. This is inspired from the famous Japanese painting of Mount Fuji, The Great Wave of Kanawha. Fun fact, it's also the inspiration of the Quicksilver logo. We'll see this one again, but one of his most famous paintings, Houses of Parliament in London. On the Boat, painted in 1887. Impressionism was kind of a result of photography. The cameras were obviously a quicker, easier, and better way to capture reality. Artists had to start rethinking their trade, so Impressionism is the subject's view of reality. Another pretty famous one, St. Lazare Station, Arrival of a Train, 1877. The Grand Canal, painted 1908. This is in Venice, looking at the Della Salute Church. And they've got an AI video you can watch. But yeah, he was just known as Oscar growing up. Again, born in Paris, but at 5 years old, family moved to Normandy. And his father disapproved of his painting. He wanted him to work in the family's local business. Dining room at Giverny. And the blue ceramic walls echo the earthenware dishes in the dining room. He liked keeping a canvas of each stage of his career on the walls. We're now inside a recreation of that studio. And as you probably already know, Monet is kind of the godfather of Impressionism. And the reason why I decided to visit is because I'm headed to Paris in a few weeks, and I'm going to be stopping by the Musée d'Orsay, home to a lot of his work. It also houses a lot of Van Gogh paintings. And yeah, so I thought this would be a good way to become familiar with his paintings and career. This is his son Michael, wearing a blue sweater. The Red Kerchief, and this one was painted in 1783. According to the signature in the corner, it looks like this one was done 1886. Boating on the River Epte, and these are sisters Suzanne and Blanche Auchedet. Wide collection of friends would visit, critics, collectors, friends, Japanese art sellers.
Second son, Jean Monet, painted 1880. Back here, this is the Artist Gardens at Vitoy, painted 1801. One of his famous parasol paintings, and this one's just called Woman with a Parasol Facing Right, painted 1886. Pretty nice armchair right here, and it looks like it's actually a rocking chair. More flowers from his garden, and that British Parliament building again to the right. On the beach at Treville, painted this while on holiday, 1871, and Treville was a popular tourist spot in France. Okay, close-up of it, painted 1904. Wow, so yeah, he was 64 years old when it was completed. And a silhouette of Westminster, famous for its use of light and the atmosphere that's created, and there are several different versions of this one. Back here, his first wife Camille holding some posies, and she died young of an unknown illness, possibly tuberculosis. Walking into his famous gardens at Giverny, he was fascinated with Japanese gardens, and this was an inspiration for a lot of his work. Down here we've got a 3D pond, a projection of koi fish in the water moving, and dragonflies. Walking over the Japanese footbridge that he's painted several times. Here it is, house at Giverny, where he lived the last half of his life. And if you're ever in Paris, you can visit. It's about a 2-hour train ride, so you can make a day trip out of it. We're now in the 360-degree digital art exhibit, 20,000 square feet in here, 2-story projections with full surround sound, and it's about a 20-minute video going through his career and immersing you in his artwork. Waterloo Bridge going over the Thames in London, and he painted 41 versions of this, painted them between 1900 and 1904. Small rural town outside of Paris off the Seine River. Here we are, Water Lilies, probably his most famous series of paintings. kind of a self-portrait. Here he is with his wife. And Japanese painting, painted in 1876, a European lady in a red kimono with lots of fans in the background. Okay, and there's the lady again in Treville holding the parasol. We're now at the smoky St. Lazare train station, and it painted a series of 12 paintings in 1877. This is in Paris. And a lot of people don't know he drew these caricatures when he was a teenager, 1855 to 1857 in Le Havre. And like I said, many different versions of this one. And I recommend watching the virtual reality video. I believe it was only $5. And lastly, we'll walk around the gift shop.
Well, it was fun. Lots of parasols and water lilies. And if you come, make sure to do the virtual reality at the end. $5, well worth it. But I'm going to get out of here. As always, like and subscribe.